All right, people. I hope that you are well. As always, this is GTAraj coming at you with another stream. Tonight's going to be an interesting one, to say the least. You may be wondering, well, why? Why is it going to be an interesting one? Well, simply put, I've had this game in my collection for quite some time. And I thought it was high time that I came along and gave it a go. Because, me being me, I grew up with Final Fantasy VII. I grew up with 7, which I grew up from my cousin. He had, I believe, 5 and 6 on the PS1. You're also in the wrong spot. There you go. And yeah, I've been hooked on Final Fantasy ever since 7. I should really do a Final Fantasy week. The city of Final Fantasy 3, 5, 6, 9, whatever. But there is something I want to have a look at first and foremost. Let's try and get you sorted real quick, shall we? Hey, there we go. Love to see it. I have in my possession 2 copies of Final Fantasy VIII, right? 2 copies. Maybe wondering to yourself, why do you have 2 copies? Well, I picked up one thrifting, well, aka going in a charity shop, right? And it was this one. I picked this one up for $1 about 6 or 7 years ago. At least I think it's this one anyway. Whichever one is the most pristine disc is the one I picked up at charity shop. And it's this one. This is the charity shop Final Fantasy VIII. This one I picked up from a retro video game shop. Now here's the thing. Only one of these works. Both games are in extremely good condition, disc-wise. Both of these games are in extremely good condition, disc-wise. However, one of these 2 games does not actually work. It has a fact. I remember reading about this years and years ago, when I first picked up the charity shop copy of Final Fantasy VIII. I also have a spare game just in case fucking neither of them work. I have my store promo copy of Gran Turismo here, just in case. I've come with a backup. But I want to test out both of these games tonight, both copies. So we're gonna start off with this one. The potentially working copy. And one thing I've always appreciated about Final Fantasy is its disc art, especially when you got to when you had the original release. Look at that. That is freaking cool. Now, as always, well, not as always. Tonight, we're playing this on the SCPH 7502 system, the one with the cool visualizer. You know what? I did lose my train of thought for a second there. I was telling you about the disc art. The Final Fantasy's disc art was always good until you got to the Platinum release. The Platinum release fucked everything up because it's just a silver disc with writing on it. Shout out to Alan J for subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much. Also, I do need to double check which versions of Final Fantasy I have in Platinum. It might just be 8. Might just be 8. Give me a second. Alright, so it's my copy of 9 is in Platinum as well. That's unfortunate. I need to hunt down an original 9. But anyway. Yeah, it's probably sick of me talking about all this nonsense. Another thing I do appreciate is the manual. The manual's cutesy and has advertisements on the back of it. Ooh. Oh, here's one. Win an incredible Hawaiian holiday. Simply point your internet browser at PlayStationEurope.com/Final Fantasy VIII and enter an online competition. Right. We're going to go here actually. I'm going to pull up. Alright. This isn't even an HTTPS website. Okay. Okay, let's do that. PlayStation-Europe.com/Final Fantasy FF8. Is it still up? Nah. It might be on the way back. I have no freaking idea. If it was still up, I would be really, really happy about that. Alright. Yeah, the way to win this is, for your chance to win, simply tell us in 20 words or less why you feel deserving of such an amazing trip. First prize, fantastic holiday for 2 in a luxury hotel in Hawaii, plus $1,000 spending money. 50 runners-up will each receive a cool Final Fantasy VIII t-shirt and Final Fantasy VIII Bandai action figure. So here's the thing: if any, I wonder if any of the winners will ever see this stream. If any of the competition winners have seen this stream, feel free to hit me up and be like, "Hey, I won." And if you've won, do you still have the figure and do you still have the T-shirt? Note: you must be at least 18 years of age. That's interesting. Well, yeah, it's whatever. I wasn't even 18 in 1999, so whatever. I was like 6. Anyway, the discs in the tray. We're going to test this original copy. I hate digital controllers sometimes. The cable on them's a bit too heavy for the controller itself, and my cable's friggin' coiled. Alright. Let's actually close the lid, hit reset, and bada bing, bada boom. Let's see if this disc runs. This might actually be my not working disc. We'll tell in a second. If it boots into the game, then all should be fine. It's booting into the game, right. So as far as I could tell, the original copy works. and the Platinum version does not. Now, I read somewhere after getting the Platinum version that some version... This is the Platinum release, by the way. The disc art is nowhere near as good. Oh, my Pocket Station... My Pocket Station came to life. I would shit my pants. Good lord. So, yeah. On the note of the Pocket Station ate up my fucking batteries that I put in it. Let's hit reset. Let's see what happens. We're like 10 minutes into the stream and I haven't even put the game on yet. Well, properly. I read somewhere that the game itself, that certain copies of the game just wouldn't boot. This one did. Interesting. So both these copies seem to, well, I will wait on this one. This one works. Okay. For the longest time, any console that I plugged this into just wouldn't read it. And it pissed me off, because I was like, did I get scammed? Until I actually looked up and it's like, hey, you know, certain versions of the game just don't work out the factory. It is what it is. I'm actually glad both copies work. So if one copy breaks, then, you know, at least I'll have a spare to go back on. Watch this, the Spider-Man trailer will probably come out when I'm streaming. That'll be annoying as hell. And then everyone will be like, oh no, so-and-so's in the thing, and I haven't seen the trailer. Right, Squaresoft, press circle. Why so serious? Ugh. Oh, my volume's too low, buckos. I adjust that real quick. Keeping in mind, classic Final Fantasy is known for some balling ass music, so I don't have any saves. We are new gaming this. It is my first time. This game, I've avoided playing this game for the longest time because I had no interest in playing it. But now I do. Oh, we're skipping the scenes. Oh, really? Are you going to skip on this? This is nonsense. That's definitely a track. Keeping in mind, we cannot skip these cutscenes. We cannot skip these cutscenes, so I'll be here. Why? This music kicks ass. We're having read errors. Right, we're switching discs. We're switching discs, boys. And whilst I switch discs, or switch versions of the game, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subbed already, first of all, why haven't you? If you're enjoying the content, that's an interesting place for the laser to sit. Why are you sitting there, of all places? Alright. I was literally surprised and interrupted. Well, I say interrupted, but it's more like it's more like I saw the inside of the PlayStation. I'm like, hey, that laser is like way out to the edge. I shouldn't be like that. Anyway, if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, a subscription to the channel would be fantastic. If you're enjoying yourself, drop a like, share the content, and turn on the notification bell. And maybe if you really want to, become a channel member. Helps the channel out in its endeavours, and there's stuff to happen. Alright, let's hope this version doesn't skip. Oh. That was interesting. This is the first Final Fantasy game where X is confirmed. Interesting choice. This is a Japanese game of all things. Let me just... Yeah, this is working way better. Let me just... Oh my goodness. Let me just grab my link and then share it out. It's time for me to share my link. Woo! Yeah, this OST is kicking ass. It really is. I'll be waiting for you, so. If you come here, you'll find me. Hey, oh, this soundtrack's literally kicking ass. Oh. Sorry, I'm trying to get microphone in correct orientation. Oh. Yo! Alright, this does look fantastic. Can I skip? Alright, we're not allowed to skip. This is actually way better than the Final Fantasy VII intro. What is it? What? This all looks really good. This isn't even the remaster. What? I mean, yeah, the cutscene is in potato quality because it's an FMV. A full motion video. But that doesn't take away from it. The CGI is still... That CGI holds up. Glasgow Gamer Union, first time playing? Definitely. It's my first time playing this. I have so much experience with 7, 9 and 10, but I have no experience whatsoever with 8. Even today, this CGI holds up. There's a lot of CGIs from movies at the time that looked worse than this, and were also much choppier as well. There's that knockoff Korean Godzilla movie. What was that? James Rolfe reviewed the movie years ago, and it had worse CGI than this. Oh, what a game, by the way, I love it. I'm hoping I do. I have a fairly substantial... I have a fair amount of the classic Final Fantasies on PS1. I think I'm only missing one, in fact. Let me double check. Because we have more Final Fantasy coming up tomorrow, but it's a little bit different than what most content creators are going to give you. So the only other, the furthest back I've got is Final Fantasy VI on PS1. And coming up tomorrow, we will be jumping into this, the Final Fantasy VII Squaresoft preview, which has a sample of Final Fantasy VII on it with noticeable differences from the retail release. Now, I've done a stream on this before, but I want to do it again because why not? I've grown substantially since I did the last Final Fantasy, the first ever stream on this. I've grown since I've done this. The technology that I'm using is better, and I'll be able to play it for longer without having to worry about things. Because when I originally played this Japanese exclusive, America got one as well, with different characters in it. So a disc art for tomorrow. Nice. I pulled the Linus Tech Tips, just dropped my disc. Nice. So this is one of 2 betas to exist of Final Fantasy VII. The betas were put out, given out as samples, so that hype and all that nonsense could be generated for the game. Now, I can't remember what characters are on this specific beta. I think it's Cloud, Barrett, and Ares. Whereas the American release of it has, I think, Cloud, Red 13, and Tifa. But yeah, that's just a sample for tomorrow. Aptly named sample. But back to the headset. Always loved Final Fantasy, but would have failed ages ago if not for 7. Well, my cousin was into JRPGs at the time. He had like a Ehrgeist. Well, Ehrgeist is not a JRPG, it's a fighting game. But he had like Final Fantasy V all the way up to 9, then 10. And he had a whole bunch of JRPGs. He imported Chrono Cross, which I want to get a hold of that. He no longer has his PS1 game, sadly. Dr. Karuwaki, how are you feeling? Okay, I guess. My forehead hurts. Alright, my forehead hurts. Okay. No kidding. Looks like your eyes are focusing. Yeah. So, here's the thing. This PS1 is not being run through an upscaler. Unfortunately, it's just being stretched. So it's going to look worse than what I had originally intended. The capture card itself, my Elgato, what's your opinion on 15? It changed a whole lot of stuff, definitely. On 15. Whew, 15 is a mixed bag for me. It has potential, but it's just all over the place. It's good to just get in the regalia, whatever, and drive and listen to the music. That is fantastic. Until it gets to night, and then you're basically jumped by monsters. It has potential. I wanted to enjoy it more than I did. These days, the best version to pick up is the one on PC, simply because of the Steam Workshop. You can do so much more with the Steam copy of the game. You can install modifications to it. I was running about with Jason Voorhees reskinned over a character, or I think over Noctis. I was also teamed up with Michael Myers, Shrek, and Freddy Krueger. From a gameplay point of view, 15 still felt like it was in beta. Even when I was able to play at a smooth frame rate, I was just unsatisfied some of the time. Why don't you take it easy in training? Next time you might not be so lucky. Okay. Tell that to Cypher. Yeah, Cypher. I only know of some of these characters thanks to Kingdom Hearts. And Kingdom Hearts is, oh boy, such fun. That Cypher won't listen to anyone. Why don't you ignore him? I can't just run away. You want to be cool, huh? Well, don't get hurt in the process. Let's see. Your instructor is... Quistis. I'll call her now. Just wait here a minute. Okay. Already, what I'm seeing before me now kind of feels like a mishmash of... Are they really? My voice and mic are out of sync? Right, which one is coming first? The mouth movement or the voice? My voice is coming first. So, how about now? Have things changed with the delay between my voice and my mouth movements? Did I not turn on noise cancellation? Oh, that's the wind I'm hearing in the game. Okay. Quistis, come get your student. Yes, yes. His injury's not serious. It'll probably leave a scar. Right. Now, please come by. I'm actually... Yeah, I might just... noticeable to me. I'm the one tells me it's synced up. Good. I'm going to plan a Final Fantasy week. Squall, meet again. So, there's been things on the channel before called weeks. Where I basically take a franchise that has a week's worth of games and then just play them. Doesn't matter which order, doesn't matter which games. I pick 5 and then play them. Oh, obviously since I'm playing 8 now, I would have to rebrand it as like GTA Plays, just like, because this is like one of my shows as a noob plays, where I generally experience a game for the first time, or even a game that I remember from yonks ago, but I've never played. So in my case, I've seen literally almost nothing to do with Final Fantasy VIII, aside from Kingdom Hearts. Fits the bill perfectly. I knew it'd be either you or Cypher. Or Cypher. Oh boy, this game could sure use some aliasing right about now. Come on, let's go. Today's the field exam. This is kind of a weirder introduction. Or a more somber introduction. The alignment of my monitors is doing my head in. Let me fix that real quick. Oh. There we go. That should... There we go. Sorry myself, so I'm no longer out of frame. Right. So yeah, this is a more simple. This is a much more different intro than what I was expecting. Also, we're on the digital controller. We're using the OG to do stuff. The one that keeps falling down because it's so lightweight. You ever played the Persona games? I have. I've got 3 and 4. No, I have 3 on my PlayStation Network account. I have Persona 4 on PS2 and I have Persona 4 the Golden on PS Vita. Oh, and Steam. But the PS Vita version is so much more superior. Okay, so this is our intro. This is it. Not really, not really. Ha ha ha. What's so funny? Funny? No, no. It's not that. I'm just happy. She's happy. I tell a lie. I own Persona 1. And I own part 2 of Persona 2. Thanks to the thanks to the PSP version that's on our store. Persona 3 is hard as balls, especially when you're over-leveled. Like, in Persona 3, if you're a high enough level, the enemies will run away from you. And even if you're like one level above the enemy, you will gain less experience from defeating them, which it might be to prevent you from grinding? I have no idea though. I feel like I'm beginning to understand my student a little, that's all. I'm more complex than you think. Then tell me. Pardon me, why am I so gassy? I'm not even drinking carbonated juice. Tell me more about yourself. I'm complicated. She says to tell her about myself, but... What? It's none of your business. I can say this, the models are more detailed. The overworld models are way more detailed than 7. And I can see that... Yo, that's actually loud. I made it too loud. There we go. Fantastic. Yeah, I personally think that 7 should have been updated, should have had a re-release with better models like this on the overworld instead of the blockiness. Quistis, good morning class. Let's start with today's schedule. I like this music, I like it a lot. Very punishing if you're over or under leveled. Persona 4, not really. Persona 1, definitely. Persona 1, you can get bum rushed by a goblin. Actually, Persona 1 still has the Shin Megami Tensei stuff in it. So, you don't even have to fight the demons, you can woo them to your side. Sometimes it requires you flirting with a demon. Or giving up some of your life to it, in order for it to join your party. It's really, really interesting. There seems to have been some rumours flying around since yesterday. Yes, the field exam for CD candidates. CD sounds better than seed or CD. For CD candidates will begin later this afternoon. Okay. Those not participating and those who failed last week's written test are to remain here in study hall. Field exam participants will have free time until the exam. Just to be sure you're in top condition, or just be sure you're in top condition. Meet in hall at 1600 hours. I'll announce the team assignments there. Any questions? Oh, and Cypher. Do not injure your partner while training. I'm going to drink something a wee bit better. I'm going to drink something a bit better. Because it's clear that the protein shake that I have made up is kind of getting... Field exam participants. I will see you all later. The only other thing I have to drink is a massive bottle of Rubicon. Ooh. Unfortunately, I've run out of space to keep it on the table, so... That's whatever. I know, once I hit 2,000 subs, if I can hit 2,000 subs this year, I'm definitely doing a room tour. Well, not a room tour, but like a desk tour. And Squall, I need to talk to you. Although people on my Discord and all that have pretty much seen all my setup anyway. Interesting. I still don't have a... Wait, what? Wait, so it's select to go into the menu. Okay. Card. Okay. So we have Junction, Item, Magic, Status, GF, Guardian Force. Oh lord. Ability, Switch. Card, Config, Tutorial. Oh. What do we have for config? I know 8 changed things up a bit. Wait, what? Oh! What? Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man, I've just humped that up. Menu, talk. Yeah, that should do it. I'm trying to get it set up like it used to be. Hey. What I didn't even... Rubicon is class, though. It definitely is. However, when it comes to streams like these, when I have to do voiceover and stuff like that, I'm not meant to have them because it makes me friggin' gassy as all hell. Yeah, now I've got this in the classic setup, where I can circle and X to confirm and all that. You haven't been to the fire cavern yet, have you? Oh, it's highlighted in blue, so it's a place of interest. You won't be able to take part in today's CD exam if you don't pass the prerequisites. That's prerequisite. So here's the thing. I know there's a lot of people that's going to want to see what I have. And it's an excuse for me to geek the hell out about some of the really good stuff that I have. I was going to go this morning, but safer. Do you have a good excuse? Not really. Then let's get going. If you're not too confident yet, you can review your studies at the study panel. I'll be waiting at the front gate, so come down when you're ready. You can access the study panel from your seat. They're all places of interest. Man, I can tell you I have missed using the digital controller. My seat is here. Did we just put our heads down to review? Oh, it's a computer. Turn on the power and... What? Okay, this is new. Tutorial, the basics. About Garden. A message from Garden. Garden Square. The festival committee. So, wait. Does this perhaps contain BIOS in the manual? This is why manuals should have been a thing in today's world for the younger gamers. Get them reading manuals. There's a lot you can do with manuals still. Fire Cabin does not sound like a very nice place to visit. It sounds fiery, if I'm honest. Let me reassemble it. My case is so busted for this copy of the game. Right, this is all just to see the character bios if they're in high school. We're playing as a 17-year-old? Okay. He's 5'8". I'm like 2 inches taller though. We're playing as 17-year-old Squall Leonhardt. I know what you're doing. You're watching my stream, I presume. Now this music is actually kicking ass. It resembles Final Fantasy VII soundtrack, but it's different enough. Alright, give me a tutorial. Squall confirmed. GF data for Squall. What? Wait. Guardian Force registered under Squall are Quetzalcoatl and Shiva. So those GFs. Interesting. These are going to be like our versions of, well, this game's versions of summons. The tutorial covers all aspects of gameplay. This tutorial can also be accessed through the regular menu anytime during the game. Then what was the point of me coming to my desk to learn this? Online. What? Oh, GF Junction. Junction tutorial. Junction enables the character to power up and use abilities. Okay, this means a GF must be junctioned in order to power up and use abilities. Okay, let's begin by junctioning a GF. Right now, no GF is junctioned. All other commands in grey cannot be selected yet. Once junction is selected, this is all very different but also very familiar. The GF and magic commands appear. So we can junction magic. Since there's no GF is junctioned, magic is displayed in grey. Let's junction by selecting GF. Okay. We have Ifrit as well? Sweet. Press square to see abilities possessed by a GF, a Guardian Force. Right. The abilities are HP junction, vitality junction, etc. Draw. Okay. I don't know why it moves itself up and down like that. When GF Quetzalcoatl is selected, okay, its abilities, HP J and Vitality J, make the stats HP and Vitality appear in white. Magic can now be junctioned to HP and Vitality. But since there is currently no magic, we will move on to setting abilities. Ha. 3 commands. Okay, and 2 non-command abilities for character and party. So I'm assuming each party member can be junctioned with a Guardian Force. A total of 5 abilities can be set. Magic, GF, draw, and item is what we currently have. Depending on the GF's abilities, the maximum is 4 non-command abilities. This means that up to 7 abilities can be set. Hey, that's nice. Did we set the text to be quick or by default? The top window is for command abilities. Okay. The bottom window is for character and party. Selecting the top window displays command abilities. It told me the same thing twice. Okay. Since there is currently no magic, let's set the command ability draw to get some magic. Oh, so we're going to draw it. Essentially draw in some magic. The cursor moves to the right. I get the basics. And select draw to set the command draw. This is how command abilities used during battle are set. I'm assuming draw just basically means you're going to guard and recover some MP. That's how it feels for me. Let's add GF and item to the list of command abilities. That's the game doing that. It tells you to do it, but then does it for you. It makes no sense. And it says let set by moving the cursor down. Depending on your base stat, plus 20% is a big thing. A big jump. Magic 20% is now set. Abilities have now been set. I can't believe we spent like the first 20 minutes of the stream trying to set all this up. That's all I really needed to know, actually. Wait, card game. I will do the card... Wait, test. Alright. I appear to be done. That's one hellhole of a keyboard layout on a PC. But yeah, we picked up Quetzalcoatl and Shiva, so I'm gonna grab those real quick. So we're now set. Yeah. Yeah, if we go over to ability, we can set abilities and then we can do summon Guardian Force item. We don't need items, buckos. We're going in hard mode here. Removes all junctioned items. Oh, we get 10 remedy, Phoenix down, potions. Okay. I don't want to be in the middle. Oh, sweet. We don't have any magic, so what I'm assuming is, do we have cards? Oh. Let's go. This looks so nice. I can't believe. This looks a This reminds me of a Shinra building. I'm late. Bump. Oh, look at that. She went and bumped into me. Are you okay? There. Tee-hee. Tee-hee. I'm fine. Sorry. I was kinda in a hurry. Oh yeah! Hey, did you just come from that class? Is registration over? Mm-hmm. Ooh, oh no. This place is so much bigger than my last garden. Oh, hey. I just transferred to you. Do you think you could give me a quick tour of the garden? Sure. Oh, well. We'll take the left to the first floor lobby, and I'll show you the directory. They didn't even exchange names? Come on now. Oh, hey, would you like to have these? My brother gave me these cards, but they're really not my thing. You can have them if you like. What? How do you play a card game? Oh, I think it'd best to look at the card game explanation in the tutorial. I don't know much about it really. We got Geesgat, a Fungar, Redbat, Gala, Gesper. My brain is having a fucking aneurysm trying to say that. Fastet O'Callan. Fastet O'Callan F. What? Fastet O'Callan F. Caterpillar. Caterpillar. My brain just died. So I'm assuming right now that we're taking the lift. If so, that would be super duper beneficial. Oh wait, I didn't even copy me freaking link. Or did I? I can't remember. It's time for me to copy. Alright. Clickety clickety click click click. I'm being pinged. Miguel, why you do this? Anyway, I'm assuming this is the first floor or something. Wait, do we not have access to markers? That's the directory. I saw the spinning orb. That's clearly a save point. Ooh. Well, this is it. Balam Garden is pretty big. It's a good idea to check where you want to go and select it here. I have a question. How do you use this? Move the cursor, press circle to select. Next, I'll give a quick explanation of the various facilities. Yes, sir. You'll find the North Dormitory to the north. The majority of the students live in the dorms. There aren't too many students who commute. Yeah, I'm in the dorms too. You can rest and change in there. West of the north block is the cafeteria. There is always a big rush for the hot dogs. You better get used to waiting in line. Got it! East of the north block is the car park. We usually take the garden car when a mission comes up. The front gate is located to the south. That's right, I have to go meet Instructor Treppy at the front gate. What's the matter? Nothing. Next, we have the quad, located in the West Block. There's an event being planned there. I know! It's the Garden Festival. It's going to be great! I'm planning to be on the committee. You want to help out too? Let's just continue. South of the West Block is the Infirmary. This is where you get treated for your injuries. But a lot of students just come here for advice. What's the doctor's name? Dr. Karawaki. Now, the East Block. This is the training center. It's the only facility open at night. It's used for training, and they have real monsters running loose there. If you don't take it seriously, you may end up dead. Just be careful. Okay. South of the East Block is the library. There's a lot of material you can look up here, but the terminals in the classroom are a lot more efficient. And you already know about the classroom on the second floor, right? Yep, I remember that one. By the way, the headmaster's office is located on the third floor. You need permission to get in. Another question. What's the headmaster's name? Headmaster Sid. Sid, really? You had Sid in 7 who was an abusive dick to his wife. I don't know anything. I can't remember if there's a Sid in 9. But... or any of the other games outside of like 7 and Kingdom Hearts. And now this. It's good. I can't remember if Sid is a kind of gag. Like how Biggs, Wedge and Jesse are. That's about it. Anything else? Got it. She could have just came down here. I think she likes Squall. I don't know. She might just be really confused. Hey, are you taking today's CD exam? Yeah. Then maybe I'll see you again. Maybe I'll see you again later. I've already finished my training at the previous garden. I'm taking the CD exam today too. Good luck to both of us, huh? Thanks a lot. Man, look at all 5 of these pixels. Save point. Access the menu and select save. I should save this to my pocket. Why does it put me back here? Way to go on slot 2. Oh! Oh, that's so cute. Ah, that's so cute. When you're writing to the pocket station. So my memory card is the pocket station I'm using. Let me just show you real quick. This do be the pocket station. And if I flip up the bottom of it, it shows a memory card slot. This can be used as a memory card. And for whatever reason, this thing is gobbled up my battery. Now basically all a pocket station does is allow you to play mini games, store save data and the like. So I've already done that. I can use this to teleport. I assume. Yeah, I can teleport using that board. So that's not too bad. We're at the front gate. The homie is here waiting for us. I have a few things to explain before we head off. GF give us strength. The stronger the GF, the stronger we become. Hey, that's real life advice. So here's a brief explanation on junctioning a GF. Bruh! I didn't realize it would make us go through this. If I knew that, I would have just come here instead of setting up my PC. Alright. Alright, fam. Alright. Once again, if you're new to the channel and the content and all that I put out there, and you're enjoying it, feel free to sub to the channel, turn on the notification bell, like, comment, and potentially click the join button if you're feeling especially risky. So basically, the whole concept of the memberships is to directly, well, not directly, indirectly support the channel on a monthly basis without having to send things like super chats, super stickers, thanks, those thank you things, and all that other stuff. So basically, you pick a tier that you're comfortable paying for, and then you're set. But what you also want to do is check the perks. The most beneficial tier is the most expensive one, because it comes with a lot more and also gets you access to a lot more than just the basic stuff. Not only do you get special roles on the Discord server, links to that's just above my head. Well, not just that, the direct link to the Discord server is also in the description. So basically, if you just want the basic stuff like the channel emoji, then tier 1 is all you really need. It's £1 a month. It's whatever, you don't really have to. But I do believe that tier 3 is like $5 a month. And for that, you get to do content dictation to the fullest extent. So it's a combination of tiers 2 and 3. So content dictation overall is where you say, hey, I want to see this on the channel. Can you do it? And then I'll do it. So for example, if you want to see a Beyblade being opened and you're tier 3, you can say, could you open up a sealed Beyblade and build it? And I will do it. Same thing for Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster boxes, or basically anything gaming related, so long as it's within my price point. It won't be immediate, and I'll have to take a note of the things I have to do, but it is what it is. Tier 2 is the more confusing one, because I poorly explained it. So Tier 2 is just basically video game content dictation. If you want to see a specific game on the channel, you could be like, hey, could you play this game on stream? Could you do a video on this particular game? And if it's within my price range, I will do it. The only games that are not allowed are pornographic. So keep that in mind if you do become a channel member. Well, if you want to become a channel member, that is. For most people, they either don't want to go the channel member route, or they stick with £1 tier. Either is fine. No one is forced into any of this. It just means I'll have a little bit extra cash to set aside for doing YouTube stuff. And it won't take nearly as long to get stuff in for the channel. Because there are plans. I am planning on getting a bunch of stuff to help with the channel so much more. Not only a better webcam, I'm going to try and get a better green screen. I'm going to try and get those friggin', what they called? Soundproof panels. Well, not soundproof, sound dampening. It just means it won't have to be as quiet. It would also help with bringing in stuff for content. Like getting different games in and stuff like that. I am going to try and clear out some of the consoles that I have, because it's just a lot to have. What do you mean except for you? Did you really want to change your tier or something? I have no idea. I'm not even paying attention to the tutorial anymore because we already went through this. Oh yikes, that is nasty. Oh, bombshell story from the Wall Street Journal this morning today that lays out how much CEO Bobby Kotick knew about sexual harassment and misconduct at Activision and Blizzard. Y'all serious? Wall Street Journal, you done fucked up. As soon as you were told about that, you should have put the story out there. Good lord!
Over the years, Mr. Kotick himself has been accused by several women of mistreatment both inside and outside of the workplace, and in some instances has worked to settle the complaints quickly and quietly, according to people familiar with the incidents and documents.
Tisk, tisk. Tisk, tisk. Fuck Activision, fuck Blizzard, and fuck Bobby Kotick. Fucking scumbags. See, this is kind of why Japanese gaming is like top tier or way up here. And Western gaming is like bottom of the barrel shit. Because you have all this crap going on. Like, huh? Bullshit. I don't want to keep doing the tutorial. There should have been detection if you went through the tutorial already. What do you mean wrong choice? Everything okay up till now? You can always check back by accessing tutorial from the menu. What do you mean wrong choice of words? I call Western gaming scum because of a lot of the, well, not Western gaming, Activision and Blizzard. Use the command draw during battle and stock magic from your enemies. Oh! So you can nick magic from your enemies. Interesting. The fire cavern used for the test is located east of here. Is she not in my party? Hey. Wait, she's only level 8? Okay, interesting. So my guardian force is Quetzalcoatl and Sheba. Level 1. Okay, current XP. Okay. She's learning some magic, so I must have to do. Okay, so this is kind of what Final Fantasy. I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy IX based its ability system off of this. So learning some magic plus 10%. Basically, if we keep using Shiva, that number will go from. Wait a second. That number will go from a 0 to a 1, and then eventually to 40. What do you mean wrong choice of words? Come on now. Learn. Wait, she's got SPRJ, magic, GF, draw item. Wait, why can I not equip Sprint J? Spirit. Junction is magic to spirit. Does she have that learned already? No, you didn't. There's no message there. Unless you sent it on Discord. You didn't answer anything. What does Quetzalcoatl have? Learn Magic J. So why can I not junction anything else to... Why? That was a weird pause. Oh, this music sounds kind of nice. It reminds me of Final Fantasy VIII's music. Yo, this is nice. I like how much more improved this is. Why do you want to cancel the order? Fire Caverns. Where the hell is that? So to the east. I'm gonna get jumped. Nah, not really. Oh! Interesting. Oh, she got a whip! Squally still remember? The R1 is the trigger. Pull it just as you strike. For some Renzoken. Zokoken. Okay. No, you cannot. I definitely do need it. Thank you very much. This tune playing right here, I don't like it. Oh, received 1 AP. Sweet. So, this music, this overworld music plus the battle music seems to be a hybrid. It's using the same sound font as what's used in Final Fantasy IX. And I like that. I like it a lot. But I'm not too keen on the battle music. Well, not too keen. The battle music is good, but it's not as memorable. It's not as memorable as 7 or 9. Here we got a gas station. Hey, you're a student at the garden, right? What's the news in the garden festival? Me and McGiddle are definitely going to be there with our band, alright? See you guys then. No, I said you cannot. What's this? Found a draw point. Thunder found. Who will draw? Squall. What? What the hell's a draw point? magic. So we found thunder, and that's about it. Hey, people. Your kid just whizzed by like a tornado. Mother of big bad rascal. I don't know what to do with him anymore. Does he take after your husband? Maybe he's more like his mother. What? Oh, how could you say that? That dude was nasty. I am the Queen of Cards. I travel all over the world to monitor and enforce the various card rules. Currently, the trading rule is based on Balaam's rule. Trading rule 1 will spread out from this region. I already said you cannot. Here's a big academy called Balaam Garden here. An academy for gifted kids. I used to be a teacher myself. I've been wanting to see Balaam Garden with my own eyes. I don't know how the hell I meant to get to the fire cabin or wherever it is. Well, that's funny. Because I said so. Oh, this is hilarious. They're both using the same control set, but they're following each other differently. That's just messed up. We'll talk to this person here. Do you need to buy anything before you go? We carry various gifts too. Because I said so. We have 5,000 gil. Bruh. Holy water cures zombie curse. Wait, what? We stalked thunder? What does that even mean? Let's go down here and see if we can get wherever we're needing to go. Person! Ah, the sea breeze sure feels good. The whole town filled with the wonderful aroma of the sea. And that's why my car rusts. That side's not looking too good either. Of course I am. I have commissioned you. More like challenged. Hey, this seems more like the Costa del Sol port. Hey, have you heard? Mrs. Dink's son is going to take the seat exam. Really? I wonder if that rowdy boy can handle it. Yeah, you do. I commissioned you. Hey, instructor. Won't you have a seat? I could really use the company. Prah! Alright. Well, so we're at it. We can go over the test you failed the other day. Dude be flirting with his teacher. I got barked at! Dog. Doggo. Who says I don't need it? You're being mean. The sister and I take turns walking him. But lately she's been really lazy at making me do all the work. She snuck out of the house again to go play. Bruh. I don't know what the hell I'm doing in this game. I have to go to some caverns, but there's no entranceway to them yet. Unless we wander around. And because Quest, whatever face is, Questus. And I said I do. Now you sit down and hush. You're being a brat. Oh, okay, we're heading back out this way. Wait, what? There's depth of field? Okay. Depth of field, and there's like a bokeh effect or depth of field going on here. That's interesting. And it quickly goes back to normal again. It's really interesting if I'm honest. Hey man, you interested in becoming a mechanic? I had an assistant, but he quit for some reason. You might have the right stuff to become a great mechanic. Why don't you give it a try, huh? Nah, I'm good, fam. I keep forgetting to turn on closed captions. Right, so we're doing this the hard way. Oh, we're getting jumped. You. Oh, we got a back attack. Says press R1 for that Zan Ding Dong dude. You behave yourself. Oh! That's fantastic. Do 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 do. Stone with a lot of magic power. My GF received 1 AP. We've been at this for an hour. I'm assuming the cavern is here. Unless that's just a random tunnel. Yeah, no, that's just a fucking random tunnel. I thought that was something. Where is this cavern? Because the cavern is east. Questus is a waifu. Oh. You don't have the ability to do that. I'm going to end up leveling up before I find this cavern. Because it did say to go east. I don't want to go in there. You can't make me. I'm getting jumped on the fucking road again. Oh yes! 3 opponents. Sure you do. I'm getting bullied. What? Is this literally just summoning? Sure you do. Oh, I've missed this stuff so much. Oh, it's so good. Oh, that looks really, really good. Oh, I freaking love that. Diamond Dust. Oh, we got 2 Amstone pieces. And we received 3 AP, so it's 1 per enemy. Interesting. So, yeah, essentially, your GF, your Guardian Force, is your summon. Your Guardian Force is your summon, and bada bing, bada boom, it looks good. I mean, yes, the design is less racy. But who gives a shit? She's fire nice at the opponent, and it's like, yeet. There's the cavern. You definitely can't. You cannot. Never. Quetzalcoatl. Let's do that. The unfortunate thing is... you have to wait for it to charge up. Ooh! Oh! Oh! It's looking real good. That is fantastic. And no, you will not. You're banned. Alright. These basic summons are fantastic. Are you kidding? Can I summon on the map? Not summon. Can I save on the map? Yeah, I can. Sweet. That's always going to throw me off that the pocket station lights up when it's been accessed. Three, 2, 1. Bullshit. I had no idea. Oh, this is definitely summon worthy. Questus is actually really fucking cool. Oh. Wait, we're not active? Bullshit. I need to set my ATB to active. No. So far, hey, Quetzalcoatl leveled up. Sweet. Aye, I'm going to go into a grind fest in a little bit. We've been playing this for an hour and a half. That is literally all I really need to have an opinion on this already. A lot of things are very similar. We've been playing for an hour and 15, but an hour and 30 in reality. So it's time for me to take the headset off and just chill with y'all. So a lot of things are definitely different from 7 to 8. That much is obvious. Overall, gameplay wise, 8 is a more advanced version of 7. That much is obvious. Right? That much is obvious. But when you take into account that right off the bat you have summons, and there's all these different mechanics, GF, Junction, giving yourself abilities via your GF, your Guardian Force. There isn't a materia system. However, the summons work like materia. They're going to give you abilities. Which I think is an interesting spin on it. If I'm honest. The music is a downgrade. Yeah. It's a downgrade in this game, but it definitely picks right back up in 9 because 9 sounds amazing. 7 sounds amazing with the battle theme, the boss battle theme, the Genova theme, all the music in Final Fantasy VII just works. It's astounding. Now, I don't really like the music in Final Fantasy VIII. Well, I in some instances, I do. The theme that's playing when you're walking Questus to the classroom, for example, that works. And I almost enjoy the battle music. But that's about it. The summons are beautiful. The graphics overall are more enhanced. Did that picture get darker? The overworld is smoother. You have better models now. You even have an animation on the coast. Up there, the beach. There's a beach, you can see the water splashing in and out. That's a thing. It looks nice. This game looks nice. And it only gets better from here. 9 looks incredible. The PC port not so much, because the PC port of 9 just looks like trash, because all they did was port the Android version of the game, or the mobile port of the game, and they left all that nonsense in. I might just pick up the remaster for this and see what happens. I actually don't know. But this is something I would like to pick up. I want to play this PlayStation 1 version of the game. I want to play it. I also want to play the remaster. Allegedly, the remaster knocks this out the park. But based on what Squaresoft, now Square Enix is like with ports. They're notoriously bad at them. Final Fantasy VII on Steam requires always online to even be played. They ported the wrong version of the game for 9. They ported the mobile version instead of taking the PlayStation version and making it work on PC. Kingdom Hearts is broken on PC. How is it broken on PC? You turn on variable refresh, and then you can run around a map like the Flash. Anything above 60 FPS feels artificial. Keeping in mind, Kingdom Hearts, all the way up to 3, wasn't designed for anything above 30 FPS. If anyone says otherwise, they're fucking lying to themselves. I had that argument online just yesterday with someone. Oh. And it was about the backwards compatibility patch with on Xbox Series X for Sonic Unleashed, Sonic and All-Stars Racing, and Sonic Generations. They now have a backwards compatibility thing that adds 60 frames per second. You insert your disc, you'll get a copy of the game to the hard drive, but it's been updated and patched. My thing with it was, oh, I bet they're going to implement the fake 60 FPS that, quite frankly, Persona 4 the Golden on Steam, that does have a fake feel to it. At 60 FPS and above. It's like the game's just been sped up dramatically. Because those games were designed, even on the PS Vita, to target 30 FPS. 30. Or if you're in the UK, 25 FPS on PS2 and 30 FPS on PS Vita. There's no real world feel difference in the feel, because this is 25 FPS right here on the map. It doesn't. If I was to be presented with the NTSC and Japanese versions, I wouldn't know the difference. They feel the same to me. That being said, the whole argument was that I said that they're going to that they would probably use a fake 60 FPS patch to get the game to run at those speeds, but they weren't originally designed to, so it would probably be some fake nonsense. Turns out it wasn't, for Generations at least. And the dude was all like, but Sonic Unleashed ran at 60 FPS. To which I had to point out, no it didn't. It technically did. It's not a 60 FPS game. It hits 30 FPS 98% of the time. On PS3 at 720p. Very few instances. There are very few instances where the game hits 60 FPS, alright? It doesn't necessarily qualify it to be a 60 FPS game. I think the Sega All-Stars Racing one, that was 30 as well. If you're going by the console versions, the target's 30 FPS. Back then. These days you're targeting 60 plus. Those were never the realistic targets anyway. Even when Generations came out on PC, the target FPS was always going to be 30. I mean, the game looked good. Even back then, it was still a semi-demanding game to run. It was no GTA 5, granted. I mean, this is a game that came out in 2011 and looks pretty damn good. All things considered. I wouldn't exactly call it demanding, but hey ho, I was hitting 30 FPS just fine in that game. Not quite 60. Not quite 60. It could do it. The game was designed, on PC at least, for 60 FPS. But it is what it is. Anyway, back to Final Fantasy VIII. Sorry. Good lord. I have to get used to saying that. Like I said, I don't like the music all that much. To me, it's not as memorable as 7 or 9. I don't know why there's no profile pictures for the characters, the portrait pictures for the characters this time around. That one is just an odd decision. Menu's fine, in fact. It's just basically your junction and all that. You get what? You also get access to a lot more right off the bat. In 7, you had to do so much to get access to materia, and then you had to basically nearly complete disc 1 in order to get access to the PHS system. You had to... Yeah, you had to escape Midgar and then meet up at Cal. Yeah, you had to escape Midgar, where you're given the PHS system, and then you meet up at Calm if you want to switch your party members or whatever. Which is basically most of Disc 1. Then you go travelling, and then you find this fucking village, where Ares gets yeeted, and that's the end of Disc 1. But yeah, menu's fine. I like the junction system. The junction system's unique. You basically have your character, you can junction GFs to them. And you can also get magic from it. Yeah. So yeah, I can add thunder to like magic and all that. It's fantastic. It is, however, interesting. Yeah. So once you get a GF, you can assign them shit. Like you can get like abilities and all that. It's quite nice. It's a more advanced version of the materia system, but I kind of like the materia system more because you're able to combine shit. Like you can combine final attack plus Phoenix, and then you just keep reviving yourself so long as you keep dying. Provided that you have the MP for it. The whole point of the materia system is you're able to link things together. You could give your weapon certain properties and all that stuff. This one you can equip a summon, and if they have an equipable statistic ability, you can equip that as well. It's kind of unique. I like the idea. It seems like a beta. Like I said this before. I said this before at the beginning of the stream, and it feels like a beta for what comes next, the next step, the next logical step. in Final Fantasy IX, which is where you equip items to your character. The items and weapons, accessories, or weapons, armor, and accessories, they all have abilities on them. And the more you use them, the more chance you have of mastering them. Once an ability is mastered, you can unequip the item and you'll still be able to use it. So if, for example, I gave Zidane a sword that had fire on it, he would be able to use the ability fire. The more I used the ability fire, the more the master gauge would go up. Once fire had been mastered, I can then unequip that sword and Zidane would still be able to cast the fire spell. This is the kind of thing that we see here, if I can access it. If I can access it. Yes! Some magic 10%, 9 out of 40. I've assumingly done 9 battles. I've assumingly done 9 battles. More battles you do, the faster it levels up. Or the more it levels up, I should say. So I'm assuming 40 battles would cause Shiva to learn some magic, which I can then equip to Squall. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm not even going to bother with the card. It'll seem like an older version of the card game from 9. But anyway, as always, if you have enjoyed yourself, this will be my quick overview of 9. If you have enjoyed yourself, a sub to the channel would be fantastic. Not to mention dropping the digital controller again. Nice. Not to mention, if you've also enjoyed yourself, feel free to like, comment, and click join. Anyway, that's it from me for now. Come back tomorrow where we'll be taking a kind of dive into Final Fantasy VII's preview. So, with that being said, stay safe, take care, and I will see you